And we're back.
Really? Is this supposed to be in the middle?
No. Oh. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Brick Wall Review. I'm Dave. This is Sam. Yo, we need like a chime, a jingle or something to start because awkward silence is not working. Just need a jingle. We should get a jingle. If you guys know a jingle, give us a jingle.
Don't give us a jingle because we're not paying you.
I mean, we won't pay you. I mean, if you like consider charity, you can probably write off your taxes. Like a good jingle.
Yeah.
Okay, so tonight we're going to be reviewing the Netflix original film, the Tyler Perry original film, whichever one comes first, A Fall from Grace. What do you got to say about this here? Masterful film.
I'm preoccupied. That's why I wasn't ready. But anyway, So, anyway, well, he won't know either. It's none of your business. But anyway, the movie, I was skeptical at first, I shall say, because of all the bad, negative. My hair, another bad hair day. That's why I'm upset. It just won't do right. But anyway, I was skeptical. I'm just saying though. You know, it won't stay up. I need some. What is that? Holding spray, hairspray. What?
The
cosmetologist out there.
The review.
Cheryl.
The review.
Look how I look. I look like what's old boy name? I like Bobby Brown in that damn video. Got the Gumby going on. But look how. Okay, but anyway.
The benefit of us doing this live is that you get to see everything that gets cut in the YouTube edition.
But anyway, so look at it. Wow, I'm gonna be fixing it the whole time. I'm sorry. It just every time I come in front of the camera to do it, it just like drops. It was fine in the bathroom.
Pre-production matters.
I'm doing this the whole time. My hand's gonna be up like this. Matters. Look at my arm.
Lord, talk about the film.
Oh yeah, but I was skeptical at first because of all the negative reviews, and then plus it was a Tyler Perry film, so I really haven't watched Tyler Perry. Stop! I see what you're trying to do.
My shoulder is a person too.
I haven't watched Tyler Perry's films in a while.
Okay, look, I'm gonna cut it straight. I have barely
what? No,
looked at this film. No, I've enjoyed this film, but the first time I
tried to watch it, he was talking the whole time.
The things I have to say about this film are very short.
I mean, okay.
We're padding runtime.
No. What I have to say is that based off the reviews and based off of my past Tyler Perry experience with his films and productions, I was not gonna watch it. I wasn't, and not even based off the reviews, but it's based off of past Tyler Perry because his stuff is repetitive. Like from the plays, the first two plays, I say, okay, it was a little, but as more plays started to come out, more of the information and stuff started to repeat itself. It was just repetitive. Even some of the rhymes and schemes from this play was in that play. We have mixed up stuff. I'm like, hold on, that was in that play. So that's why I kind of like strayed away. And then even with like the movies. So I really wasn't into the movies that much. I mean, I did watch Boo, and that was funny. That was funny. I had to give it to him. That one was funny. But outside of that, like I really wasn't into it no more because, like I said, everything was repetitive and it was just too much. But
yeah, I agree. There's a lot of repetition.
And then I never liked the wigs from day one. I was like, what? I
mean, would a Tyler Perry wig help you now? Is the question.
Would it help me?
Would it help you now?
Help me do? Nah, bro. Mine almost look like, bro. This almost look like it could be in the movie. Look back
No, I share pretty much the same sentiment with Tyler Perry movies. Is that you've seen one, you've seen at least maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them.
Look at this.
I mean they're pretty repetitive. I mean, a Cutthroat. I know.
My hair's so thick. I just want to do what it wants.
I mean, goodness great.
That looks a little. I had to.
You made me lose my train of thought, and we have a job.
Well, just talk. I'm talking on the side. Cut it out.
Works. No, I mean, it's so they're so predictable that there's even been parody after parody of how predictable Tyler Perry films happen to be. I mean, there's distressed woman, abusive man, slightly lighter skin toned man who is not as abusive as the first man, or not abusive at all. But a couple of jokes, a prayer circle, and then the end of the movie. And this, for what it's worth, A Fall from Grace pretty much kind of starts to veer in different direction for Tyler Perry. He hasn't written a thriller, he hasn't directed a thriller, he hasn't made a thriller. So I mean, for what it was worth, it was one of Tyler Perry's better ideas.
I thought it was a good Tyler Perry film, just based off of everything else. Like you said, I thought it was a good film. Like I have to give him credit. Like everybody critiquing it now, all of a sudden you want to critique. Okay, tell your grandma.
You know,
I'm not gonna say it.
As a brief callback, if you saw the Bad Boys review, you saw this coming. So,
but it wasn't a bad movie. It was like outside of the minor stuff, like the wigs and some of the I wasn't the background people, the extras not doing their job appropriately.
Wait till we get there to the extras. Oh Lord!
Like outside of that, like the storyline itself was not a bad storyline.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
I wasn't particularly a fan of the way it was filmed, the way it was shot. It looked. I mean, that's just me. It looked kind of bland and basic.
It did.
It looked bland and basic. It looked like one of the shows he has that comes on OWN.
Oh, don't you do that?
One of the shows he has that comes on there.
Which show? Huh? Which one?
All of them.
How you know? Did you watch one?
I've seen one. I've seen one. The one that's on there, the Have and Have Nots.
I think that one's like a little better.
Episode of the Have and Have Nots.
Cut it out. You know what? He should have never read reviews from other people.
I didn't. I have read to now. The only reviews I've seen are social media based reviews.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But they haven't commented on the way the film looks. Not anyone that I've seen talk about it. The only talk I've seen with the memes about the wigs. That's it. Like I have if anyone has mentioned cinematography, I haven't seen it because I don't know anyone who values it.
Well, I've seen it. That's why I'm like, well, you've seen it because I've seen it.
Okay. I didn't know there were that many cinematography.
Yeah, and even looking up the film to find out, some things about the film, like, okay, like the cast and the crew,
Mm-hmm.
Crystal Fox, she plays Grace, who is the main character.
Mm-hmm. The main character, the lawyer, the I would say the inexperienced lawyer.
That's the man. You think that's the main character? Well, kind of. She can be. Grace is.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of.
Bruh. Grace is the one that was locked up.
Grace is the one that was locked up? Holy crap. See, my care for this movie.
No, but it's right here. It says it. It says it right there.
And talk about pre-production. This is how little of an
cut it out.
Okay. All right.
Like you tried it just now.
My mistake. Yes. Well, then in that case, yes, Crystal Fox Grace is the main character in the movie. But I would say that Jasmine
I was trying to say
played by Brisha Webb.
now he knows.
Yes, now I've officially decided to read.
That's so funny. We had characters such as Felicia Rashad. She played Sarah, who was Grace's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Cicely Tyson. She had minor roles in there, but it was a minor role, but it played a major part. I would say that.
Yeah, and the big reveal of the film, it kind of played a role.
Tyler Perry
cast an amazing actor known as Tyler Perry. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but he cast this guy in this movie. And I gotta say, Tyler Perry was in the movie.
But I did hear somebody complain about him being like, why he always got to be in all his movies. Well, guess what though? But guess what? P. Diddy was in all his music videos. Nobody said nothing. I mean,
I don't find a problem.
Suge Knight did say something, but
I don't find a problem with Tyler Perry acting in his own films because
me either. Ashtray.
I don't find a problem with because I think Tyler Perry is a good actor. I think he writes good things. This is his first time doing something for Netflix. Netflix is it's such a I guess you could say creator-driven thing. And for Tyler Perry to actually come and play in Netflix sandbox, it was really it was kind of new.
Okay, so it was a generic relationship with the lawyer and the cop. That always seems to be a generic relationship to me. So, the cop, whatever, rookie cop, rookie lawyer, they starting from the ground up, whatever the case may be. And of course, they have friends. Well, Jasmine has lawyer friends who try to advise her on what to do, but she really don't want to hear it.
No.
She really doesn't. And then, she does seek their assistance after a while. But it's like, she came in unprepared. Like, they already knew, just give her the case because she's just going to wrap it up. She's not going to try to fight for the person, this, that, and the other. So it's like, just give her the case. But she ended up having to take on a role as an
actual lawyer doing actual lawyer things. Right off, off the bat, I was...
And even so, for me, it was like, okay, so she went into it unprepared. You go into whatever, the little room or whatever, you have your, what's the person? Suspect or your client. But all the paperwork is spread out on the floor because you dropped it because you didn't review the case, in my opinion, before you got there.
I think that's the point I was over here getting really stumped on is I don't know yet whether or not I thought Jasmine was a good character to root for. They kind of put her in a position where you would want to, like, okay, this is our character. You got to root for her. She's gonna, and I'm just like,
she just made me mad. I understand she was a rookie. I understand she was new. Everything that she did, I understand that portion of it. But
the most empathy the most I was able to connect with her was when she really didn't want to eat that food. What was he? Her father? She didn't want to eat the damn food. That's why I connected. I was like, oh, she really doesn't want that food.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say
what are you trying to say, though?
I'm trying to say that her skills as a lawyer were...
Were you forced to eat food that you didn't want to eat, Dave? Huh? Were you?
No, I'm saying I felt her emotion through the screen. I felt that she really honestly did not want to eat that food in that moment because she was so stressed out about a case that she failed because listen, I have nothing but jokes for this movie.
The movie starts out with an elderly woman attempting at first to commit suicide. The cop of the lawyer, the husband cop of the lawyer is there. And he's trying to get her to come back in. What I didn't like about that scene was the helicopter with the light over here. Nah, no helicopters. Okay, so you didn't know the helicopter was coming the whole time?
I didn't like it. Even watching it more than once, I didn't get the connectivity. Like, I got it that, it feeds into the big reveal and everything, but it was like awkward. A cold open. It was a cold open that I guess it grabs your attention for the film, but it doesn't really serve any additional purpose to the rest of the film.
No, but
outside of that.
But in watching it, the lady who committed suicide, her name was Shay. That's who the son took on the identity of. Yeah, I actually caught that. I was like, oh, yeah. I caught on the fact that she was the photographer to begin with, or painter, or whatever. That was her. And then it was just funny how Grace was saying, oh, this is a woman's touch. You could tell a woman took this, and he's taking credit for it. But that's what the connection was. So that's how all of that happened.
You know what? And I thought that he was bad at taking pictures.
Bro, he wasn't taking pictures. He is taking accounts.
He was taking accounts. I thought that was a little. I was like, he can't really be this person. Like, okay, that's interesting. So then that goes into my theory that everyone was in on it, even in the art gallery.
I don't know because the lady was referring to him as Shay, and it was short for Shannon. Now I'm not sure. I don't know because I thought that the lawyer that she took Felicia Rashad took Grace to was Felicia. Sarah took Grace to. I thought that was rigged.
Mhm.
I thought that was, but they do have property together. Divorces are expensive, and he wasn't going to give that up without a fight. So, but I mean, and then of course it's in Virginia, so you just know.
No, the
get me
legal
started
system's
on Virginia.
gonna be a little tough.
Virginia just.
I mean, yeah. So
it's about 2 hours long.
Yeah, it's 2 hours long. I would say it has very good use of its time.
Yeah.
It's
a good storyline.
It
really
is.
Oddly
enough, and I know I said this about past movies, but this is a 2-hour movie that
and then it's
was like,
a 2-hour movie filmed in 5 days. Like,
yeah, that's the interesting part about it. He did film this in like about a week. So this was filmed in about a week.
I mean, like I said, if that's what I'm saying. For it to have been filmed in such a short amount of time, like the minor errors that are in there, if it was probably about a week longer, so you could have went back through, watched, and corrected. Like it just could have been that,
especially with those extras sitting in the background.
Bruh, call me, I'll sit.
If anyone has questions about what happened in that diner scene where the wine was poured, which, full disclosure, there are diners. I had to look it up because I wanted to be accurate when I said this. There are diners that serve wine. So I owe Tyler Perry an apology.
I apologize.
You was
about to say I apologize.
I got my word. I wanted to get
apologize.
No, I wanted to get that apology out so quickly because I don't want to own up to that one. But I do. I apologize to Tyler Perry for my criticism for not knowing that they actually do serve wine in diners.
As much as he go to them, he should know.
I haven't been to diner.
It don't matter.
I was always not legal to buy wine at 10 o'clock.
You should have just asked your dad. He be up in them things. Faithfully.
But no, I mean, the extras are horrible.
They were. I swear, it was like, really.
My take on this movie is nothing but jokes. I mean,
with the stuff that could have been fixed, yes, but like I said, with the
actual story,
the actual storyline was really good.
Yeah, it was Lifetime level story.
Yeah,
but like she said, with a couple extra days of filming, it could have been, Netflix level storytelling.
Apparently, it is Netflix level if it's on there. But anyway, even with the twist at the end, I would kind of suspected two things. I was like, okay, she's either this or she's either that. And so, my first assumption wasn't correct, but then I was like, hold on, it got to be that. So yeah, the second assumption was correct of what their relationship was. Yeah. And that part was just crazy how all of that unfolded. But then like I said, you rewatch it and then knowing what's going on, you can actually pick up on stuff and behaviors and patterns of what happened or what might happen. Or, oh yeah, that wasn't obvious the first time, but it's obvious now.
Yeah, definitely. Because it had to be spoon fed to me while I was watching it the first time because
he was talking the whole time.
No. I'm talking about with the whole. You say the whole time. I was paying attention. You talk about with the.
And see, there you go.
Because you made me lose my train of thought.
I always make you lose your train of thought, right?
With the when he first moved in, the guy when they first hooked up, and she was like, "Someone's taking from my account." I was clueless to the fact that it was him. But as you were explaining those things to me, which this was an eye opener for life for me. As you were explaining those things to me, I was like, "Oh wow, it really is obvious that." And then when they showed the videos, I was like, it was really obvious but that's what he was doing.
The more you watch it, like the first time, I didn't even catch the first time that he did it. Because even like talking to Sweet Pea and stuff, like she was like, yeah, he was taking. I was like, what? He was doing what? I didn't pay attention to that at first. But then I caught it the second time, but I actually caught it when he came to her job. I was like, hold on. Why has she got that account open? You're not supposed to have that information now. That's private information. That's
I didn't realize that either.
I didn't realize that too. Hold on. I wouldn't even like, Dad, look at this stuff.
Yeah, it was
I was
really
going
crazy.
like, but I didn't think about the fact that he was doing that. I'm just thinking about the fact that you're breaching confidentiality, you're breaking HIPAA laws. I just started thinking about stuff like that. I was like, damn it.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
And then the way her, her associates or whatever you want to call them walk by her, giving her the death stare.
Yeah,
I was like, girl,
that was something.
You better know.
Yeah, hey, if you guys work in accounting,
And then
Don't mess
also
up.
the fact that when you trust somebody, you don't pay attention to stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
When they build trust with you, you don't think that they would do anything to hurt you. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just
And
how
that's
she
what it
felt.
shows in the movie.
Because she was a vulnerable person. You know, she finished with her divorce. The ex-husband finally not finally, but he remarried or whatever the case may be. And so she's sitting there, you know, pretty much lonely because her whole life was him. And so, you know, Phylicia Rashad is like, we got to get you out there. So you start paying attention to that. Now you got to go on this date. You going, I'm going to drive you, like, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, the first time, when the big reveal is done, it, like you say, it does kind of add to the mystery, and you go back and watch and you say, okay, I see where this happened, I see where that happened. So in that regard, you know, again, it's a good film in that regard, where it's like one of those things you got to go back and you see the hints and the clues. It's definitely a lot. I would still say it's a lot different from Tyler Perry's other movies. It falls more in line with a lot of his shows, which haven't seen very few. Was it Kibbles and Bits of each show that he has? I've seen
Kibbles and Bits.
Yeah, I couldn't find another word to use. I mean, I haven't seen various pieces of different Tyler Perry media that he's released in the past few years, especially on television. This falls more in line with things that he's done on TV as opposed to things that he's done that have gotten him to this point in the movies. That's been, wide theatrical releases, with the, big stars, big names.
Yeah, but like I said, to me, it's new for him.
Yeah, it's new. It's new territory. It's very new territory.
Like I said, even like stuff with like the have and the have-nots. Like you have like the deception and stuff, but it's kind of, to me, a tad bit obvious of who might play what role.
Mm-hmm.
But with this movie, I mean, some of the character roles were obvious, but at the end of the day, the major twist in it is like, oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, and I know
that.
People have been watching,
yeah,
and not I mean, of course, not just watching the movie, but just on social media to where the stuff with Phylicia Rashad. So yeah, she's the best friend, and the whole thing is you trust in people. You don't think they'll take advantage of you, but in reality, everybody's not trustworthy.
Yeah, I attribute that twist being so strong to actually the performance of Phylicia Rashad, which I mean she's
a great actress.
She still got it because I mean
all of them. Hold on. I'll say
not all of them.
Crystal Fox, she's a good actress. So she's more of a subtle actress though. Like Phylicia Rashad is to me though too. She is
really
yeah.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
But anytime I see Phylicia Rashad in something. Because I forget the last thing I saw her in before this was something recent that in recent years is released, and she was in it, and it's like that movie took like a complete 180.
I think so, but she does it so well. It's like so graceful with it.
Yeah,
she's graceful with it.
Like she comes through.
She's like so.
Yeah,
what?
The only thing though is when it took that twist and it had Phylicia Rashad playing that role, then I was like, maybe this isn't really your territory. Because you can't see Phylicia Rashad being that character.
But you kind of could. Like she did it. Like
she sells it.
She sold it. Yeah,
not as strong as you would expect a Phylicia Rashad to sell it.
They only have 5 days though.
Very true.
And like I said, based off of all the acting, I think. Overall, like I said, there's always somebody in Tyler Perry's films. I'm like, why is he in there?
Yeah.
Like, why is he acting? But overall, like, it's the same. I can say that same thing as well. But the balance of experienced actors and actresses to, the ones that are less experienced, I think that was a good balance.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like too much dragging on in this scene. Like I said, with some of his shows, you're like, boy, please get off of him. Yeah. Why is he on there for 5 minutes? Yeah. I can't. But I mean, even with the. And that's the whole thing. The lawyer, the female Jasmine, and the cop. To me, they're like newer.
Yeah, newer faces.
Newer faces. So it's like even the role they play, like it was a newer role or whatever the case may be. And I mean, they did well, but you could tell.
Yeah.
But that's the stuff I'm saying. But at the end of the day, they still did pretty good.
Yeah, they did. I mean, I would, knowing that Tyler Perry has like 85 written scripts already, if anyone has ever saw that tweet or Instagram thing he did, he has a lot of ammo in the tank right now.
I mean,
so
of course.
I am more willing to see what Tyler Perry does next in terms of movies, because if A Fall from Grace was a thriller, his mystery, his suspense, and he was very proud, it's a different territory for him, and he did it in 5 days, and it turned out decent.
Yeah, I think people underrated this.
It was both over and underrated, because some people are like, "Oh, it's so amazing," but then some people are like, "No, it's horrible." It's
but at the end
right
of it really doesn't. It really doesn't, because just like based off of physical evidence, it's underrated. Like 1 star, 2 stars. Nah, it can get a little more than that.
Yeah.
Like it can, like I said, basing it off of the little minor mistakes in there and with not catching stuff, and like I said, the wigs, so that was the primary thing. Mm-hmm. Outside of all of that, it was not a bad movie.
Yeah, but if you take into account, if you're going to film something in 5 days and then tote it around as one of your big,
I mean, it was advertised on BET.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you're gonna pull that much heavy advertising and put so much expectation in it, I think Tyler Perry himself set that bar to a degree where it's like everyone's like, okay, Tyler Perry's doing a thriller. Let's see what he can actually do with this. And then it like you said, it is a little clunky at times, but you got to give it if you're gonna give it the pass for the 5 days, then okay, you can accept it. But then if you're one of those people that goes, okay, 5 days. There's been people who film big films in 4 days, or in 3 days, or in 24 hours.
Well, what I would say to that is the level of the actresses and actors that he has in there. Mm-hmm. Like he mixes it. Like even with Cicely Tyson, yes, she's older. So, you would expect somebody who's older to need a little bit more time to, maybe learn their lines or maybe to get this part together. So like I said, with all of that into consideration, and like even with bigger films, like they usually have bigger names.
Yeah.
So with that into consideration, I think that overall it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Now I personally feel that when she caught old boy in the bed with the girl, that she could have lamped him. Like she could have lamped him.
Grace had her.
She was just so sweet. She was so sweet.
Yeah,
like she let a lot of people take advantage of her. Because he would have got lamped, and so would an old girl. Yeah, and then he gonna hug and kiss him on the way out in front of me. Okay, that's what we doing. And then you want to talk shit after? Grace, bro, you brought this on yourself, man. You was too nice to. What? Too nice? Yeah, it's your fault. It's your fault I did this. All right.
Yeah, I think.
All right. Boom.
I think.
And then but also with a lot of the complaints were, she was knocking him in the head the whole time. No, she wasn't.
The way it was framed and the way it was shot, because that was my first time seeing that part too. I would have thought she was still hitting him in the head, and then I would have thought at a certain point, just.
I would say no, because first of all, when she hit him in the head, his head went to the side.
Yeah, but then she just.
But the chair had arms on it.
But her back swings were in consistently one rotation.
But
as if there were a blood bag there that she had to hit in order for the blood to sprout out to make it look dramatic.
Bro, first hit,
after the first 2 hits,
I don't care.
Like,
what?
She's hitting the prop and the.
You know what though? I don't care, because he deserved it, and I don't care if it looked fake.
Yeah, definitely.
You hear that? He deserved it.
Yeah, good thing she didn't bring him his ashtray, bitch.
Bro, that was up in there. That was in there. Oh, okay. Mom said, bring the ashtray, bitch. All right. Nigga, bring this whole up in here. All right. Nigga, talk shit about how good of a person I am. All right.
There is, with the ending though, you just made me think about this. There is one thing that really would have made me give this movie such a big thumbs up, such a big root, and that would have been if in the end. If the ending went a little bit differently,
such as,
when she did that thing at the end, there's it kind of sets it up in one of those weird.
If you ain't watching it, I'm sorry, it's on Netflix. It's been on Netflix.
Yeah,
for
you know what?
Years,
fine.
Yo.
At the end, when Felicia Rashad,
that's about 3 years.
I mean, since January 1st, so
we're in January 1st. Was it?
Was
it? Was the 17th.
17. It says here the first.
I forgot to put the 7 on.
Well, it's been there since January 17th. So
okay, it at least been there 2 weeks already. And like I said, with all the spoilers on Facebook and all around social media,
I'll still say
and
spoiler alert.
And with your grandma, auntie, and uncle snitching.
Spoiler alert! Alert!
All right, so tell me.
So with the ending, when she went into the house with the other lady, I would have given that a lot more credit if the cops were in there waiting for her and she just got arrested.
Well, the cops were waiting for who?
Felicia Rashad's character. Because she was going back in there to do the same scam again. But you have to. But
she changes her name.
But if they would have caught on to her too. Yeah,
no, but the whole thing is that she changes her name, so you have a clean background. They're not going to catch on to her until something like that happens.
But they kind of already knew what her face looked like, though.
Apparently.
So if they would have had like an investigator following her.
So that kind of needs to open up for another one, but it can't be called a fall from grace.
Another fall from grace.
Because
a fall from grace.
And technically, a fall from grace is like, the lady name is Grace. And then it's like she was graceful in everything that she did.
So what? So, a fall from Alyssa?
No, I'm just relating the title to the character.
A fall from Mercedes.
Anyway, so the title goes into play with the actual movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like it showed how she got to the point of falling.
Yeah,
and her name was Grace. And everything she did was graceful up until that point. Mm-hmm. And then, Dave was saying maybe she should get her bank job back. I disagree.
Did I say that?
I thought you did.
Oh, if I said that,
it must have been, no, it wasn't Dave. It was Rashad. But I said nah because she broke confidentiality. We can't trust her no more.
She definitely did.
You're gone. You're gone.
Find a different profession. She should be a private investor.
She should get her house back though because he did refinance or put a mortgage on after she paid it out. Like that should be stripped.
Yeah.
But to say you get your job back, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I can't trust you no more. Because once you fall in love, you get crazy. You know what? She gonna have that guard up now.
Yeah.
And she's.
I would not watch a sequel to this though.
I don't think there could be a sequel.
If Tyler Perry has something of a continuation for this, I wouldn't be thrilled. I would be as thrilled as I was to watch this one. Maybe less thrilled though.
But I think that's why she was rushing to keep when the lawyer first came, she was rushing her out the house because of what she had going on in the house.
Yeah. And
then the fact that she knew that the verbal client was pretty much going to tell.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. Like I said, it's a lot of different things. It's a lot of little things. If you just rewatch it or just give it a shot outside of, have an open mind going into it.
Yeah, definitely have an open mind going into it. I mean, I think this is the beginning of Tyler Perry starting to do a lot more different things, especially with all 75,000 scripts he has written.
Why are you hating on this man?
I'm not hating. I think that's great that he was able to get like so much work.
You're talking about 75,000.
Dude, that was like he had one here, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. Then like there was like a coffee mug.
But one here, one there, though?
And then like a lot. I don't discredit him for that. I think that's amazing. I think it's amazing that he was able to write all of that.
I just hope it's different content. That's it.
Maybe by himself, maybe not.
There's it's not. So what?
But I think it was great that he's able to write all that. And I'm definitely, especially since he put aside the Medea character, and
he said he sided her.
I mean, I think Tyler Perry really has, especially knowing he's in different movies. He's involved with different directors, different actors. I think that maybe in the networks involved with Netflix, I don't know if he struck a deal with Netflix. I think within the next maybe 2-3 years, he's gonna drop the best Tyler Perry movie of all time. Like he's gonna get his greatest of all time. It's coming.
And then how many of y'all would have saw the movie anyway if it wasn't on Netflix? You would have stealing somebody else's.
No, honestly, and truthfully, and this is of no kicking the balls to Netflix, but if you're not going to see it in the movies, put it on Netflix. We spent the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I pay. It comes out my account, so
Yeah, I mean, either
I don't
way,
get it free.
they're getting the money for it. But it's just like, if we put this, if A Fall from Grace was in the movies, come on, that thing would have.
I think people would still would have won.
People would have saw it, but I mean, it would have got ragged on a
Yeah.
lot harder, and it would have not been a really good, first thing out the gate for Tyler Perry, first movie out the gate for Tyler Perry since Dumping Madea, because I don't think he's done a movie since Medea's funeral.
This is the first one.
And that got ragged on.
Bro, do you blame it?
Yeah, like for you to do your first non-Madea movie, and then you film in 5 days, and Netflix is big and popular right now. Why not just throw it on streaming service and find the right script to put in theaters? And then he had the Tyler Perry studio. I think, I don't know. I have a lot of hope in Tyler Perry right now.
I'm just tired of you because of the fact that you just want to make jokes about this, but this is serious.
I'm being genuine when I say that, but there's only so much I can say about the non-glass of water, the food that was never eaten, the
he had a whole pile chewing, of food.
The looking at the camera that I know got that guy yelled at least 6 times. Don't look at the camera. Don't look at. If you want to erase that dude from the back, but this is such a good shot. It's just.
Yeah, but like I said, overall, like I said, I'm just watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can look for the stuff that's been commented on because it is funny.
It's not even looking for it; it's right there. Like
no, because you missed one too. You missed one too.
What, the wigs?
No, bruh. Dave without a haircut looked like the man with the wig. So can we even say that that's a discredit?
I mean,
can we? No. I mean, it was ugly though. I saw it up a little bit closer. It looked like a half of a little rug right there.
It was a bad
one. Yeah, that one was a little bad one. But
it was glued on.
But now you know how your hair be looking like, I ain't gonna get into that.
Come at me,
bro. That's even worse.
But A Fall from Grace on Netflix, written and directed solely by Tyler Perry.
Watch it.
Filmed at Tyler Perry Studios.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was filmed in Tyler Perry Studios. This was the first movie filmed at Tyler Perry Studios that we know of. Because they just had the grand opening, but I know like everyone their mama was there.
That's why I think it's getting a lot of hate.
I like
it's like as soon as somebody, me too.
I love that. And then every studio's named after an actor.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying.
Will Smith met Eddie Murphy there for the first time in his life. And with Wesley Snipes, like, come on, that's amazing. Coming to America 2 was filmed on Tyler Perry Studios, I think, right around the corner from there. Come on, Tyler Perry Studios.
Don't put Wesley up there.
He come out and find my taxes there.
Yeah. Tyler Perry would have tax prep on site.
Boy. Woo! That's funny.
You can get him. It's a one. I don't blame you, Wesley. I swear I don't blame you. I don't. I get it. You earn that money.
You gotta pay these taxes back, man.
You earn that money. You have no right to take it.
So what are you giving this from 1 to 5?
Oh, based off the storyline, I would give it a 4. But based off of the minor, I might have to cut it down to. And I'm gonna give it a 4 because, like I said, it was a good storyline. It was, and then like I said, watching it more than once and connecting dots and realizations, and then just paying more attention outside of what you are watching it for initially, which is the bullshit. You watching it to see what's gonna come up, what's not gonna be there, this, that, and the other. I give it a 4 for that. But overall, like my first time watching it, I still didn't think it was a bad movie.
No,
so I'll just keep it at a 4.
I'll give it a 3.5.
Of course you would, because you have. We're gonna watch it again. I'm gonna hold Dave's eyes. I'm gonna hold his eyes open. I'm gonna be on his back. I'm gonna hold his eyes open.
I watched it this time.
I'm gonna tape his eyelids off.
We are not going to pretend that I'm biased towards movies this year.
You are.
I'm not.
This year.
You're
biased every year.
No, in 2020, the films that we reviewed this year, I've been very honest about these films. I've been very honest.
Bruh, I'm gonna talk to you after.
Listen,
I'm gonna talk to him after. I'm not gonna do it right now.
You know what? I'm being completely honest when I say 3.5. I will tell you why I give it a 3.5. Mm-hmm. Because taking Tyler Perry away from the film, which if I would have gone on previous notions of me just not wanting to watch Tyler Perry film, I've given it 1 star. But being fair, yes, the story, I thought it was an interesting story. Yes. Mm-hmm. When the twist happened, it elevated the story for me. And everything in it was interesting to watch. However, it just sits at a 3.5 because I just can't.
I mean, I'm not knocking your rating. I'm not knocking.
Don't make it seem unfair.
No, I'm not making it seem unfair.
It's not it could be worse.
I'm not saying that because I think I might have to knock mine to maybe a 3.8
rating on Rotten Tomatoes. 26%,
and that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know what.
I don't think it deserves 26.
I can't with this. I give it to the moose. What the hell? I don't know why he did this, but I said I might give it a 3.8, 3.85.
That's what
That's what I'm saying. Oh, my overall.
I don't think
rating.
It deserves a 26%. I thought 26 was a little harsh. 32, I'd have been okay. 32% is fine. 26% is like,
yeah, it's like damn.
Okay, maybe I know Tyler Perry has a rough.
First of all, too many people been watching it for free.
When Boo Medea gets a higher rating than Fall from Grace, there's an issue.
You know why? Because
that's good.
Because grandma got to wait for her granddaughter or grandson to get there to cut Netflix on, and she ain't got nobody to cut it on for her.
The critics are saying these horrible things. It's not a bad movie. I did see some of the reviews, jokes, and I was the just memes are definitely part of the film. But if you take the jokes and the memes and all the criticism that you see on social media away from it, it's not a bad film.
It's not.
It's a 3.5.
I said everything is noticeable. Like I said, I mean, you can't help but see it.
Yeah. And
everybody wig wasn't bad, but the wigs that were bad were bad.
I can give him a pass for shooting this in 5 days, but just knowing I've seen films.
We're not going to compare his work to other people's work.
Well, I mean, 5 days is impressive.
Unless it's his own work.
I would not.
Because you wouldn't want me to compare your work to somebody else's work. You say, "Oh, Dave work sucks."
I mean,
this person's work is way better.
That's part of the critiquing. No, honestly, okay. Let's on track. I don't knock it being filmed in 5 days. I think that's impressive, especially with the movie. I think it's. I mean, Shakira does the damn thing.
She did that.
She does the damn thing.
Shaking her ass the whole time.
Hold on. Wait.
Anyway, back to. Go ahead, Mr. I lose my train of thought.
Dang it. Yeah, no, for it to be filmed in 5 days, I think is impressive. Especially for how the movie flowed and how it went along.
Okay.
Go
ahead.
You just interrupted me though.
You don't have anything to say anyway.
I think it's good.
Watch the movie. Check it out. It's free on Netflix.
Check it out. Thank you guys for tuning in. This
Share.
is Black. Yeah. Share, like, comment. Follow us on Twitter at brickwall_live. This is Black History Month, and we did ask for some suggestions for some films of Black excellence. We've gotten some pretty good requests. Continue to drop some requests. We're gonna do those. We're gonna get to those.
I mean, this was pretty good. It's Tyler Perry, the first Black African American male to open up his own. Is he? Yeah. That I know of. That we know of. So if we're wrong, you can feel free to correct us, but please bring your receipts. Thank you.
Yeah, but definitely keep tuning in, guys. Keep liking, sharing, follow us on Twitter. Post some suggestions for Black History films. Well, not Black History films. Films of Black excellence.
Please. Please.
And this may kill our career now, but please, no movies based around slavery or oppression.
Please.
I want Black excellence.
We're not doing Roots. I'm so sorry.
We will not do Roots. We will not do 12 Years a Slave.
No.
We will not do Harriet.
No.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Harriet can parkour. The Harriet I will review will be the Key and Peele sketch where Jordan Peele is dressed as Harriet.
Cut it out.
Parkour. That is the only area I will review.
But anyway, it's nothing against our.
Now you're all going to go watch
It is
that.
nothing against,
No, it's nothing against that. But again,
what our ancestors went through, but we're trying to have a different view of African Americans.
Yeah.
I mean, share it with your family in your own time.
But that all said, thank you guys for tuning in. Go enjoy Fall from Grace. And
we will see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Happy Valentine's Day.
And
I mean,
something that I wouldn't do.
Don't bring the ashtray.
Don't do it.
Don't bring the ashtray.
And continue putting your suggestions. We might do a poll based off of them.
Yeah,
that'll be yeah. So please put them in, please. Please.
That's what we'll do. A poll.
But the poll is going to be based off of suggestions that we have.
Yes. So please give us some suggestions. Give us something. We'll get you guys. So until next time, be safe and happy Valentine's Day.